And welcome back to the final segment of our show this morning, where we will be discussing volleyball, Marlene.
Bye.
We have with us on the couch this morning a team of 4 players, including their coach, and they're all going to be representing Belize in the next few days in terms of an under-20 volleyball tournament.
That's right.
And we have Amberley Marin. Good morning.
Good morning.
We have Juliana Ramos and Zazie McKenzie.
All right.
Good morning. And of course, Coach Kelly.
Coach Kelsey, yes.
Good morning.
Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
All right, so this is Team Belize. I want to start off obviously with just hearing a bit about your own individual careers in volleyball, because pretty much everybody at this level has been involved for a lot longer than people assume.
Yeah.
So let's talk about that first. How long you've been playing, how often you've represented Belize, and what the success means to you.
Okay, well, I started out trying volleyball out in primary school. I started in standard 6, playing for BES on the school team, and I really wasn't that good. And I started to train with stars, and we went on small tournaments in Mexico, and I started representing Belize in Mexico for those smaller tournaments. And I just kept on training, and I made the Codicadair team, the U16, and I went to Panama and I played there. And after that, I just kept on working hard to improve, and here I am now, playing for the U18 national team.
Fantastic.
I started off in primary school too, like playing for my primary school, and then later on I went on to SCA, and we represented Belize in Costa Rica for a U16, which was now U18, and then after that we went to little competitions in Mexico also, and we ended up here today.
Well, yeah, me too. I've been playing for BS team. I've been playing for 5 years. I went to Codicadair 3 times, and this is my 2nd national team, so I've been playing for a long time.
So much experience. And well, Kelsey, if we get into yours, it's going to be even longer, but you're here as coach today.
Yes.
Tell us about the team that you put together for this particular competition, and your confidence level going into the Central American Games.
Okay, the team is made up of 12. We have 10 girls from Belize City and 2 girls from Belmopan.
Okay.
We had a group of about 14 girls trying out, because we don't really do open tryouts. We get a group together that we know would be able to handle this level of volleyball. And about 3 weeks ago, we made the final cut of 12, and it was really fun and tactical and technical. Miss Lupita and the Cuban coach selected players and moved them around, see what would be the best fit for this tournament, for this team.
Yeah. Now, the introduction of the Stars Stadium and the specialized coaching you've been doing there has definitely enhanced the level of volleyball within Belize, and especially among girls.
Yes, thank you.
Let's talk about what's different about the training that you have been doing with these girls. Is it simply starting at a young age that is making them better players as they grow up, or is it important foundational skills that they're learning?
Yes, I think starting at a young age improves athleticism in general. So as they grow older, we start to specify the volleyball fundamentals.
Okay.
But I think that's definitely a key. And as soon as the parents realize the importance of getting the kids active at a young age, not necessarily volleyball, but running around and stuff like that, then we can build on that for future development.
Yeah.
What has that been like in terms of being able to either work with young athletes or children who have the intention of becoming volleyball players?
It's really rewarding. I love playing with the younger groups, especially when they get to higher level like these girls. Then I guess a bit more tricky because it's more repetition. It's a bit more redundant. It's not as fun. Well, I wouldn't say it's not fun, but it's more training, you know.
Yeah.
And we have a Cuban coach that's in Prof. Delio. He's in charge of that, and he did a really good job with this age group.
Yeah.
So, but with the younger kids, it's very fun. It's like I said, just getting them to love the game, to love being active and stuff like that.
Yeah. So ladies, how are you feeling in terms of your conditioning? You've been putting in a lot of training, I understand.
A lot.
Yeah. How do you feel going into the competition?
We feel ready.
we're
We've
prepared.
been training for so long, so hard. We've been putting in the weightlifting, the running, every aspect that you need in the game. We've been putting it in.
So it's not just been playing volleyball games over and over and over.
No,
Definitely not.
it's a lot of training. Like throughout, we started for this competition. We started from February, but we had like SCA and all of that. So we've been training all year round practically.
So what does your average day shape out to be in terms of your training regimen?
Well, for the past summer, it's been 8:30 practices in the morning for 3 to 4 hours, depending on how the practice goes. And then you get a little bit of rest and lunch, and we're back at 5:30.
5:30.
5:30, and we finish around like 9:30 in the night, playing and training, usually.
So it's like 7 hours, 6.5 hours a day.
Yeah, that's like having a job. Your job is volleyball.
Serious commitment.
Yeah, and I was gonna ask that. We didn't miss the fact that Coach Kelsey said you guys made the cut, 12 out of 14. So it meant that you guys really had to show your skills. How do you feel about, or I should ask you, were you at all worried whether or not you'd make the national team? Did you feel like maybe somebody had an edge over you?
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely did.
Everyone was
Because
there.
everyone on the team was perfect. Like we were all very skilled volleyball players. It was just down to whoever put the most effort and who really showed that they wanted to be on the
It
team.
was dedication, pretty much. It just yeah.
Yeah. Now, what are some of the important elements that you feel you guys have been able to put together in your team that will make you successful?
Discipline is one. Like you have to have a lot of discipline. Make sure you come to practice. Like just pretty much being there for each other.
Yeah.
Teamwork, that's the key to success. Like we try to make everyone involved in our team decisions, and we work together to even the little things, we try to make them a team effort completely.
Yeah.
And I'd say tenacity. That's my favorite word. I say that in all our team pairs because I think that is what brings you up when you're down and you feel like you can't make the next point. Like you need to have that determination to just fight through, and you know that's what makes you win or lose. You know, that's the
Yeah.
breaking point.
So
Of
on
course,
a
because if you
pers-
have a set that goes off, you know, how do you bounce back? How do you deal with the mental process
That's
of staying in the
exactly,
game?
Yeah.
Well, basically, it's just, you have to have the energy on the court. We need to cheer each other on. If someone's down, your energy will bring each other down. That's why we try as hard as we can to be positive and happy and, bring the cheering onto the court.
So how has volleyball been able to help your individual personal development?
Well, for me, it made me more responsible because I have to control volleyball and schoolwork at the same time. So it made me learn how to keep track of my time, and it was very helpful for me.
Yeah, it also helped me with a healthy lifestyle because without volleyball, I don't probably be at home sitting on the couch. Like having a healthy lifestyle, being athletic, and just getting out there and doing something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same thing. Now, Kelsey, tell us what's it like working with the girls at this level, because we often hear from coaches that athletes, especially young athletes, it can be difficult to keep them regimented in workouts and also in nutrition. So tell us what it's like getting this particular group on schedule, what they need to do to prepare for the game.
Well, I talk to them a lot about nutrition and, that they are athletes, so they need to be eating like athletes. We had a Canadian coach come and talk about that same thing, nutrition, hydration, and rest in regards to this tournament, because they will be playing games twice a day for some days. So he was just explaining to them how important it is and how important it is and what to do if they're feeling, weak or tired from the game and the practices. So we don't focus on the physical only. We also do like nutrition and hydration, that sorts of stuff as well.
And sleep? You guys need a lot of sleep?
I imagine they
So
sleep
your
a lot.
parents are okay with that you sleep most of the day and play volleyball the next?
Well, yes, I have to.
Now, I asked you all before we started just how are you feeling heading into the games, and you said you are a bit nervous, right? Have you done your research? Have you checked out the other national teams?
Yes.
And who are we eyeing? And what are our thoughts? You tell us the inside scoop.
Okay, so basically, right, we've played these teams for 2 years back. Like, it's actually kind of the same team, like some new members, but so we've seen how they played and stuff. So we have an idea that Guatemala and Costa Rica will be our biggest opponents. So. Yeah.
Belize versus Guatemala.
Yes.
Pressure there.
Yes, that's Friday at 12:30. So we want to try to get the fans out there for that one. It should be a great game. Guatemala is normally a strong team because they have a good program in their country. But I think we're right up there with them this year. This year, I have no doubts that we'll be competitive, super competitive.
Yeah.
We'll bring the game.
So talk to us about the schedule then, and where we can be able to come out and see you guys in action.
Well, it's at SCA, and it's starting the 19th to 22nd, and some are during the night and some are during the day. We usually play around 12:30 or 7:30 in the night.
Yeah.
So the first game is against Honduras at 7:30, and that's the opening night. Honduras is also a very good team, and they're coming for the gold. They've made that clear. So that is going to be a great game.
Yeah.
But like I said, we're evenly matched with them, so it just comes down to who brings their game that night.
Yeah.
And then after that, it's El Salvador. 12:30 on Thursday in Costa Rica. That's another big game, 7:30. So hopefully a crowd comes out as well. They have the best program and they've won this competition for 8 years straight.
Wow.
So, yeah, but we're right up there with them as well. I really think so. This is
the home advantage.
yes, exactly.
Yes,
this is the team that
annoying.
will do some damage. This is the best junior team I've seen in a while. Guatemala 12:30 on Friday, and Saturday Belize versus Panama, and at 7:30 Belize versus Nicaragua. Yes.
That's the last thing.
So that's the last day, and I'm sure it's a Saturday, so everybody will come out. And even if you don't want to come watch, well, you should come watch the home country, but games will be running all day. So if you're a volleyball fan, or if you're just interested in seeing what the other Central American countries are doing, then you can come and watch the game at any time. And
the Belize games are all scheduled at lunch hour or after hours. So it is to cater to having people come out and watch you guys play.
Definitely.
Let's take the opportunity. We know we couldn't accommodate the entire team, but let's just talk about who all are on the team and what positions they play. Right? I think there was a team photo we can get up and
All right.
Okay.
So this is the Belize team.
Yes.
Oh, yes, that's our coach.
All right, go ahead. Let's get the photo up again. Thank you. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm number 13. I'm a middle blocker. There is number 10, which is Maya Musa, and she is an outside hitter. There's Corey Diego, which is number 1, and she's an outside hitter as well. Aya Safa, number 6, she's an opposite. Amber, you want to continue?
I'm number 7, Amber Marin, and I'm a middle blocker. There's Fatima Ramirez, number 14, and she's an opposite outside hitter. We have Alia Alvarez, which is number 3, which is she's our libero. And we have Juliana Ramos, which is number 11, and she's a serving specialist.
And then we have Gareth Bruce. She's a defensive specialist. She's number 2. Aliana Musa, she's actually our captain. She's number 9, and she's a setter. And then we have Alexis Barron, she's number 4, and she's also a setter. And our last player, Yana Godfrey, she's number 8, and she's our other libero.
Okay, there you go. So that's all of Team Belize that you can see at the games starting on Wednesday.
Yes.
So, is it more exciting playing at home, or does it bring more nerves?
I think excitement. Like, I'm excited to see everyone come out and support us. Like, I think we could really win this.
You think?
No, no.
We will fight. We will put up a fight. We won't let anyone come to our house.
And you guys have been working so hard. I mean, it sounds like you've had a very tight schedule in ensuring you get all the exercise and training in.
Yes.
Coach Kelsey, what happens these next 2 days before the tournament? Are they resting now? Is that what happens?
Yes, they have I guess to their happiness, they had like 2 practices off because we're starting to rest and starting to prepare for the actual tournament. So they had this morning off, but we do have a scrimmage tonight. Tomorrow they're gonna have like a quick serve and pass for 1 hour, and then we'll check into the hotel together. So once we get into the hotel, that's it. It's game time now. Once they get there, you know, we already explained to them, you know, try not to bring your friends here to socialize because it's as if you're in a different country, right?
Yeah.
We're trying to, it's harder to play at home because of all the distractions and stuff like that, but we told them, you know, let's treat it like a normal tournament, that as if you were away somewhere.
So that's why you're having them all stay in one hotel together?
Yes, yes, they don't really have a choice on that. they have to
If we
stay
forget
together.
something, we
Yeah.
can't go back home for it. Even though we're home.
That's good. That's
All
good.
right. So you guys are hoping to claim the crown from Costa Rica?
We'll
Going
work
for the
it.
gold.
All right. I love to hear that. Once again, the games start on Wednesday. All the games that Belize will be playing in are either 12:30 or I think it's like 7:30.
Yes.
So there's no excuse. Take your lunch break and go and watch
Support.
the girls play. Yeah. Best of luck and thank you all for stopping in. We really hope that people will come out to join in the celebration with you guys, all right, and cheer you on.
Thank you.
We're gonna go ahead now and take our final break, and when we come back, we'll have our wrap up. So stay tuned.